Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades 2. We're going to do an aspect of EOS run for the torch, and we're going to try to experiment some more with slow cooker on it in particular. It seemed like it might be an interesting combination given that the Daybreaker has its own damage kind of listed, so maybe we can increase that specifically. But also this video, we're going to try, or I'm going to attempt to discuss the upcoming update. When is it going to be here? What it's going to have as we go through the run. We're going to go to the Underworld, therefore we're going to do 32 Fear. Kind of an interesting fear setup. I do have triple grit on. I also have wards on, but I figured since we're starting with Hestia and I'm just going to want her cast, really, it seemed like it would be a good combination. Anyway, let's get it started. So yeah, we want to start with Hestia's cast. There's a lot of options here. I have actually grown to really like this aspect as time goes on. I'm not really that upset about only having a rare cast here, by the way. All right, so we're looking for Mucho's Fire. So we need Apollo, we need Hef, we need Hurrah. Am I forgetting anyone else? I'm not sure here. The double wards doesn't feel that bad, honestly. We got to keep an eye out for some rock here. And of course, we're going to take a hammer at this junction. Anyway, let's talk about the update a little bit. The pending update as of this recording. And how updates work with Supergiant. I mean, I thought we would have it by now, judging on a few factors here, but I was wrong. It happens. Triple Comet is really good with this aspect, generally. While the chain attacks, you move in fire 20% faster. I don't really love Inverted Spark. You can just hold down the attack button the whole time, and you might have an okay run. It kind of depends, but Triple Comet's really strong. So we can just spam that. All right, Hera can't have fire. What do we want the most? So there's always extended family to consider. All right, where is that Daybreaker? There it is. Okay. Start spamming the specials once it's out, basically, now, since now we have 3 of them. So Hera's special would be nice. Forgive me if I'm going to go back and forth a lot here, but I have to kind of, like, discuss the game, the run itself, and then also what I plan to discuss at the same time. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Extended family is fire is the thing. That's the main thing that draws me to it. Okay. I know, her attack or special both would have been quite nice, honestly. Only common, but that's okay. All right. Anyway, the update. So, let me just get down to brass tacks. They said all this information will be available in the roadmap. The roadmap is accessible on the main page of the game. There's just an option to go look at the roadmap. There's a button when you open up the game on the main menu. There we go. So if you want a more reliable source than just me talking, that's where you could get a lot of this information, okay? So historically, for the last 2 major updates for Hades 2, they've come on Wednesdays. That's one of the big factors to keep in mind, I suppose. I mean, that's only 2. A sample size of 2, I realize. I know. We'll take another fire and fill a slot with Blinding Rush. And it activates Origination, so that's all gravy, I'd say. I don't really care for his attack or special in this instance. It might be okay. Has to be Smoldering. Okay. Easily. We'll go to the shop, see if we get more boons. So Wednesdays. They also stated that the update would be coming before the end of the spring. Well, they said this spring, to be precise. Now, spring in the United States ends on June 20th, I believe, which is a week from this recording. So, in other words, there's really just one most likely day left. The reason why I thought it was going to happen this past week is because Juneteenth is a holiday, and that's a Thursday, and I figured you don't want to release an update the day before a holiday when your employees are probably going to be off, right? Well, maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't, just because the last 2 updates came on a Wednesday doesn't mean that the upcoming update has to be on a Wednesday, though. I don't think that's the biggest factor. It would probably make sense not to launch one on a Friday, and then you take the weekend off, and you can't do any hot fixes over the weekend and things like that, though. Let's see. So we got Apollo, and we got Hera. We just want Hef, so we could use Hef's keepsake in the next zone. And we could just accept Aphrodite's something. Glamour. She doesn't have fire or anything. She does have Shameless Attitude, though. It would give us 5 gods, which is not necessarily a bad thing, especially with extended family. Are we gonna like the special here? I kind of want to find out. We do already have a version of origination, I suppose. I kind of want to find out. I kind of got to watch my magic, but actually, you need very, very little for this. The Daybreaker only costs 15 to get out, and it lasts a pretty long time. Looks like we got Artemis in here. All right, spam the spesh. Oh, come on, dude. Now, this is where I'm not really certain exactly how the Aphrodite bonus works, since it needs to be in close range, right? I'm actually not really certain at all. Do they need to be close range to the Daybreaker? Because the Daybreaker spits out... Aye. Our specials, too. So, do you get the damage bonus if the Daybreaker's close to the enemies, or if I'm close to the enemies still? Because if I have to be close to the enemies, I guess that's not great, probably. Alright, we're doing that fine, though. Artemis? Artemis, please. Now, Supergiant hasn't really missed, I guess is what I would say, a deadline like this before, but they don't often set deadlines like this in the historically. In Hades 1, they were very, very... What's the term here? They're very good at delivering updates on a very regular basis on a relatively set schedule. They still wouldn't give us, like, dates, per se, ahead of time. So the Hades 1 early access has been a lot like Hades 2, but I feel like Hades 2 has been a bit more, I don't know what the term is. It feels just more professional in how they're releasing everything. They're a bit more tight-lipped about some stuff, too. Vital Signs is okay. I don't think Shadow Pounce is particularly interesting for us here. Do I want to roll? Vital Signs is alright. Danae Dagger is nice for now, though. So you can do more Hera. And you can try to grab her attack. Hermes can have fire boons as well. He has 2. Hera has some more. I almost got to look at what boons from Hera are fire to know if I should prioritize it. Not her attack. We can't get Nexus Rush anymore. Uncommon Grace is hard to get. And I probably already have some commons, right? Yeah, Extended Family is common. Okay, so that's bad. So you'd need her infusion then. So in other words, more Hera boons wouldn't necessarily help us. So I guess I'm going to go this way. Okay. So let me recap slightly here, because I know my thoughts are all over the place. I'm more than aware of it. So the update's supposed to come before the end of the spring. Spring ends June 20th. They tend to release updates on Wednesdays. You could probably also say that a Tuesday or Thursday is quite likely as well. Epic. So I reduced my max magic. And we don't really earn enough money, so it's possible that I shouldn't have done that, truth be told. I'm going to take the max magic here now then. The other things that you can kind of monitor is just activity in the Supergiant Discord and just kind of see how active everyone is. And this is vague, I'll admit. How active are the moderators on the Discord the day of, if you think the update's coming? There's also the Steam database. How much is that updating? The thing is, that database has been getting updated every single day for the past, like, week. So obviously, we're very close to it. They don't tend to do that. I think we just take the free max out because we don't have that much money. We do have Vow of Debt on, so we can't really buy a whole lot. So those are the major factors, basically. It is possible that they will delay. It's obviously not impossible. I don't think I've ever seen them have to delay almost anything. I'm trying to think of, like, I was trying to think of announcements where they're like, sorry, we need more time on XYZ for anything in the history of Supergiant. The only thing that comes to mind for me is when they tried to get cross saves going between Hades 1 on Steam and on the Switch. Because they have cross saves now, but when the game first launched for the Switch and for Steam in 1.0 back in 2020, they had already announced that they were going to have it, but they said that there was going to be a delay in the cross saves actually working, essentially. Oh god, I just jumped right into that. That Aphrodite special is actually doing pretty well. But yeah, they sent out a message and a big apology saying that the cross saves weren't going to be ready for 1.0 or something along those lines. I don't remember how long it took or anything like that. But that's the only example I really have, at least of my memory, of them talking about delays. All right, so we need more Hestia. Fortunately, we only got one. We also need Hef now, of course. Shut up, Chrono. Dun, dun, dun. Oh god, he's humming. That's creepy. Let's see. Definitely none of that. Don't want to sell anything. Okay, so let's do the Hef. Then we can probably do Le Athena. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. So that's pretty much my update news. In other words, it's probably coming within the next 3 business days. Assuming it's not coming out the day of this recording, in which case none of you are probably going to see this video, because why would I release a video for an old update the day of? Ooh. Special damage plus 92%, especially assuming I eventually get some fire. All right, let's do it. No money, no money, no money. Let's try to make sure we can keep up with our magic. Let's see, are there any duos? Whoa, my god. I don't know if there's any duos I really need to consider. Geez, that was certainly something. The shop. Again, things cost so much more. You might be better off going for Narcissus and maybe getting a free boon there. Oh wait, he can give you elements too, can't he? He can, but we didn't get them. Okay, though. More Aphrodite. Not exactly who we want here. We'll take Shameless Attitude. I don't think Secret Crush would actually be that meaningful here. Kind of nice that Shameless Attitude is common, too, for us, I suppose. Yay, we got our fire from the rock. Okay, and here's Hef. I actually kind of struggle on this guy, not gonna lie. Okay, my Daybreaker decided to just go for a cruise. I mean, you kind of aim where he's going, but it's I don't know, there's so many enemies in this room, you can't really control what's going to happen there. Do we want to get the attack here? I almost got to read this again. Your Mega Attack fires a Daybreaker that deals damage to the area around it. I think supposedly the blast damage is meant to coincide with your attack. Isn't it? Well, we don't get a lot of opportunities to get more fire in our core slots, so I guess I'm going to take that. We're probably not looking at a lot of duos. We just really need more Hestia. I haven't had to spend any rolls yet, right? So we don't really care about duos, so I'm going to say we can afford this max magic. Me hopes. Get the ding-dongs out here. Woo! I wonder if you even need the Daybreaker with Triple Comet popping here, you know? Oh, dude. Jeez. Something changed. Okay. Yeah. Just gonna end up skipping Selene. Oh, wait, I forgot. What's gonna be in the update? Again, this isn't the roadmap. They said that their priorities are the hidden aspects. Now, the hidden aspects have been leaked in the sense that they were data mined a long time ago, actually. It seems like the ideas for them were already in the game when it first launched, I think, actually. Some artwork, some names of different files and things like that. Ooh, that trial, huh? I'm not going to discuss the leaks here in this video for those of you that kind of want to get surprised. I do have a video where I just straight up talk about them and tell you what they are, though. So you could probably just, you know, search Hades 2 leaks or something like that. I'm sure my video will show up. Let's see. Do I care about who goes first here? I don't know whose I hate more. I was trying to think of that. There's Furnace Blast. Okay. But yeah, the hidden aspects, we can expect some of those in the update. Don't really know how many. I'd be extremely surprised if we got all 6 of them. Oh my god. Extremely surprised if we got all 6. I mean, I'm sure they'd like to playtest all 6, but they probably also want to leave some content slash surprises for 1.0 of the game. We don't really care about Prominent Slayer, that's for sure, so we'll just accept back burner, more fire. Alright, we actually need Hestia to show up as the thing, though. I guess the next mini-boss. And we'll take more Apollo in the meantime, right? We don't have Slow Cooker yet. It's taken a little while. Alright, so we roll this. I mean, we haven't had to spend rolls. Uh-oh. Now what do we want to do? I don't really care about self-healing. I think I'm willing to roll again, given our sitch. So I guess Light Smite does a little more. Well, it does something versus Prominent Slayer, which will do nothing. Okay, my ladies. What else could be in the update? I mean, lots of story and dialogue, of course, is probably going to get added. I'm trying to think of other specific things, you know. We might see some extreme measures fights. You know, the alternate boss fights, the harder versions, via the Oath of the Unseen. I think it's already been discussed that they're kind of looking into doing that. I wonder if they'll do it slightly differently in some way. I would imagine it would still be an Oath, you know. It just seems like a easy win. People like the system. They want to see the alternate boss fights, you know. It's just add them in and people will be happy. They probably don't gotta consider reinventing the wheel for it for sure, right? Down. Okay, my darling. Why me? Okay. I could use some defensive boons from Hef here too, huh? How close was my magic? For the Chronos fight, it could be an issue at least. That would be my concern now. We're still gonna go Athena here, though, I think. Athena. I mean, Divine Dash would be splendid. Centaur Soul? I kind of wish I didn't take Travel Deal, because I just don't think it's gonna do much for me. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Trying to think, what else did they say they were going to discuss? I think more cosmetic things, maybe? What other things are we kind of do we think? I would expect to see, before 1.0 of the game, at least 4 of the 6 hidden aspects to be playable. And not a promise, but that would sort of... I think that's what happened in Hades 1. And then, like, the last 2 that were not in the game and launched with 1.0, it didn't get playtested a lot, which is Aspect of Gilgamesh and Aspect of Beowulf, were really buggy, it turned out. Very, very buggy. Usually to the behest of the players, though, at least. Huh. While you channel your attacks. I don't think we care about that. This is only your Omega Specials. I don't think I care about that, so I think it's just going to have to be Mega Spark. I think we got time to grab this. 1, 2, 3. Didn't really need to get that. Oh my god, this is far away, huh? Alright, we got our Athena boon. Gonna be looking mighty sexy now, then. Letting the Daybreaker handle some of it. Attack? The attack probably would have been nice. An extra 2 to 4% damage. Or is it just more smoldering? It might just be more smoldering, weirdly. I have not gotten many Hestia boons at all. Oh my god. Wow, really? You shouldn't roll again. I got the 1 Hestia boon, to be precise. This is sort of like classic Hades, where you put on a god's keepsake and you get their boon in the first chamber, and then you never see that god ever again in your life. Right? Now, I could have considered rolling the mini-boss in... What zone was that? The previous zone there. Fine line. I don't think so. These are not very useful. She doesn't have much that I really care about. Fine line does very little. Born Again does very little, but I guess protects us against running out of magic a little bit. Fills a slot too, I suppose. You might give me more boons of
Feeling wonderful tonight.
Hera, which I kind of don't want. From the previous night. What was our last run?
Okay.
Oh, hey, here we go. Hell yeah. Too bad it's not slow cooker. At this rate, I guess I'm taking flash fry. I still have 5 rolls left. No Hestia, huh?
Something else.
I'm gonna spend a little bit here. I guess that's it. The slow cooker run without slow cooker, I guess, huh? This video is more about talking about the update, and maybe we can kind of just see that how well we did even without the best possible outcome. Please stop stunning me. Holy God. Just got stun locked in there. Okay, 6-second cooldown sounds pretty good to me. It's almost like I need to get this out ahead of time or something. I think I just summoned it, ended up summoning another one, but whatever. Or I needed a little bit more channel speed, maybe. Okay. Come on, dog. Very nice. Okay.
Rest again for now.
Plenty of max magic now. I don't think we need to be concerned about that. Okay, try to get them all in the circle, spamming the special, getting sucked through a wall here. Woo, baby. Aggroing everything in the room. Oh, God. Oh, God. Slow and steady. This guy's been dropping bombs. Oh, my God.
Accept this message.
Oh, me after fast food, you know. Guess I'm gonna take the other fire. I should have rolled and try to go for mid condition. Because I don't even know if we're gonna get slow cooker at this point.
Flourish and reveal.
Oh, wait. Wait. Wait for me. Come on, baby. Yes, all right. Plus 24 power. That'll add to the heft bonus. That'll add to our specials that we're spamming with Comet.
I'll break you from your shell.
It might add to the Daybreaker. You'll have to let me know. Boink, boink, boink. Damn, dog. Now, I wonder if this build would just be good with me just running in and hugging enemies with my special here. You want to give it a shot? We'll skip the Daybreaker for a minute. Oh my God. Okay, well, in this instance, might as well get it out. Hey, you. Got him.
Leave him alone.
It's simpler in some ways, right? It's simpler in some ways than trying to get the Daybreaker out. Fascinating. Boink.
You'll be
Okay.
then for now.
What do you got? Anything? Nothing. I can ask, I guess I can answer, what do I want to see in the update? I mean, I always just want more stuff, really. More stuff to experiment with. I would love to see something added to the infusion system, I think, in some ways. More ways to kind of play with it, I suppose. Make it more, I don't know what the term is, maybe malleable. What do we want now?
Needed that.
Kind of worried about survival more than anything. So there's always Knucklebones. Droplet is actually not crazy. Can't do the pin. Or you probably shouldn't do the pin is probably the correct answer. Droplet is actually slightly helpful, I would argue. Yeah, it's probably just Knucklebones. 32 fear. Shouldn't fool around, right? Not selling any of those, that's for sure. Cast damage, no thank you. Won't affect the Scorch.
One last drop.
Okay. Let's do it. Boom.
Just a few chambers to the house.
Okay, so I'll only go out of my way for a potential fire here. We have plenty of time, that's not a concern. Okay. Come on now. Spawn the enemies. You know what? I'm not the only one asking for this. More Hypno's dream sequences? That was badass, right? That little cutscene they had going on there. I thought that was really cool. Ugh. Just deep descent.
The triple hit.
Thank you.
I thought that was really interesting how it did it. Of course, it was a story element, so it might be kind of hard to just add more of those and like work it in to the entirety of the game, I guess is what I'm thinking. Woo. All right. Your Hef, huh? Yeah, I could roll you to see if we get... I mean, Hef probably does have more fire. Oh, and he might have Mint Condish. All right. I've convinced myself. Mint Condish or Trusty Shield or something, right? Oh, God, they're firing on me. Whew. That's with 30% extra health, too, by the way. Love handles. No, thank you. I'll take a Minty Condish.
Few more chambers.
Money. We can skip the money. Hold on. Hold on. You could roll this to try to get a triple palm. Oh, Selene. I don't think so. I don't think so, honey. I've been a Hex defender, so when it comes to the update, do I think I want to see some changes to the Hex? I defend the Hex, but admittedly, I don't use the Hex a whole lot. So I feel like there's kind of something wrong there. I think there's some very small things that could be changed to help players out when, you know, choosing whether or not to get into the hexes. Is the expectation that, you know, the developers kind of just want us to use a hex every single run, we think? Hello? Oh my god. Please, game. I mean, I'm sure the thought process is you should... I feel like the thought process should be you should want a hex. However, there might be times where the other reward on the chamber doors is more weighted, right? It probably should be the case that you should want a hex pretty much every single run. You should end the run with a hex, probably. I want to bother triple palms. I'm a lazy man. Does this count as lazy, or is this the opposite in some ways? I don't know. At best, I could have gotten more attack. Well, actually, you could palm the special here. Oh, that probably would have been cool. Could have gotten a sizable increase there. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, buddy. Chill, daddy.
The house is just ahead.
Okay, we're going. We're leaving. I'm out of here.
There it is.
And cool, baby. All right, let's buy this. I guess I'm gonna take a Trusty Shield. Uncanny Fortitude is okay. Is it better than Trusty Shield? I don't have Pain on, really. I only have one thing of Pain on. So actually, Uncanny Fortitude might be better. Interestingly. Yeah, it's 50 more health. Hell yeah.
Lord Charon?
This could make it go up 360. But of course now, I didn't get to return my health is the only other issue. Love panels. It's not that good. In fact, Secret Crush might just straight up be better, weirdly.
Sticks take me.
Alright. Let's do it. I've really grown to like this aspect. I like all of the torch aspects quite a bit. That's not true for the staff. It's not really true for the axe. It's definitely not true for the coat. For the gun, I kind of like them all. I think I would say so. Knuckle bones, knuckle bones, knuckle bones. Okay. Get our Daybreaker out. Bing bong bing. Oh, I thought you got rid of my Daybreaker. Get behind, get behind. What happened? Oh, lost myself. While we wait, have a Daybreak. Damn, he got me. Damn, that damage. I feel like it's going to be all from the special, by the way. I'm playing it safe. I know I could have charged a Daybreaker there, probably. Okay. Nearly there. Just don't get instant killed. He's going to come back here, probably. Oh, he did not come back. And he's done. Wow. That was good, right? Again, the thing is, even before Slow Cooker, that was good. I felt like it was good. It's just a random mishmash of boons in some ways. Torch did pretty well, but yeah, the special really overshadowed it for sure, Z's. Yeah, the Daybreaker attack damage did quite well, though, huh? The Half Blast is probably not ideal on it, but if you're trying to get a bunch of... Wow, wait. Light Smite did how much? Excuse me? That single boon? I didn't even have Heinous Affront. Light Smite is an interesting boon because it hits every single enemy in the room, as far as we can tell, when it goes off. So if there's a lot of enemies in the room, you're going to get a lot of value out of it. But yeah, also, excuse me, though? There we go. I mean, oh yeah, we did get a pretty juicy Chaos boon for that, so that did quite well for us. I mean, that's triple Comet, basically, for you. Very good. Very good run. And I feel like the numbers probably would have been roughly the same, even without Slow Cooker. The special attack probably got boosted a bit. Scorch probably would have stolen a little bit more of the D otherwise. Where's Triple Comet? Yeah. Oh, I did. Did I get a second hammer? I did. Oh, yeah, but it didn't matter. Triple Comet is amazing here, as you can imagine. Thank you all so much for watching. The update is imminent. I promise. Soon. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know what's up. Appreciate you. I'll see you in another video.